Biden administration in the waning days has just announced they plan to remove gray wolf protections in the lower 48 states. A longtime goal of far-right organizations in America. Biden administration seeks to remove gray wolf protections in lower 48. Conservation groups say putting wolves in states' hands could imperil species recovery. The Biden administration on Friday asked a federal appeal court to reinstate a rule passed under the Trump administration to remove Endangered Species Act protections for gray wolves in the lower 48 states, which, if successful, would put animals under state management like is currently the case in Montana and surrounding states. The new appeal to the Ninth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals said the district court incorrectly interpreted the Endangered Species Act, which the government contends is only meant to ensure species are not in danger of going extinct, not to restore species to their full historical range. But the filing has irked wolf conservation groups that have long fought in court for enhanced protections for various groups of gray wolves or the entire lower 48 population, and believe that handling all wolves over to state management will reverse decades of recovery. At its core, this appeal is about whether the purpose of the Endangered Species Act is to recover endangered and threatened species to a point where they are no longer in the danger of extinction, or whether it goes beyond that objective to require that a species be restored to its historical range before delisting. The ESA is clear that its goal is to prevent extinction, not to restore species to their pre-Western settlement numbers and range. Susan Holmes, the executive director of the Endangered Species Coalition, called the finding bewildering and said if the court sides with the government, the group believes the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service could abandon its efforts to create a wolf recovery plan it agreed to as part of a settlement announced in February involving another Wolf Endangered Species Act court case. This faulty interpretation of the Endangered Species Act would halt wolf recovery in its tracks. There you go. This has already been proven to be disastrous. Decrease the wolf population of the herbivores will literally erode the landscape with overeating the vegetation. Yeah. The government also argues the district court. Okay, the gray wolf is one of the ESA's biggest success stories and had made a remarkable recovery and now thrives in the continental United States in two large expanding metapopulations that are also connected to large populations of wolves in Canada. The district court's decision faulting the service's extensive recovery analysis fundamentally misunderstands the ESA, the relevant science, and the role of reviewing court under the Administrative Procedure Act. So there you have it, chat. The Biden administration is imposing one more Trump rule on their way out. Why not just let Trump do it? They want to spit in your face. In October 15, 2014, the Democratic Party just hit a 30-year low. So after 6 years of Barack Obama, that was the result. And people tried to tell you that he was a good leader for the Democrats. And just so you know, so far, the Democratic Party is held in the worst regard than at any point in the past 30 years, according to a new poll. Democratic Party favorability rating, 39.